Last year, I embarked on a new job at a modest grocery store, taking on the night shift duties of stocking shelves. This particular store was part of a regional chain, boasting several locations scattered across our state. While our workplace wasn't massive, we usually had a small team of 2 or 3 night stalkers who diligently prepared the store for the day ahead. Overnight stocking wasn't entirely foreign to me, as I had previously worked at a few stores. So, when I started my shift at 10 p.m., I was quite comfortable with the gig. However, fate had an unexpected twist in store for me that night. It turned out that one of my fellow workers had called in sick, leaving only my manager Jason and me to hold down the fort. Jason was a quiet, but amicable guy, although his limited small talk often resulted in somewhat monotonous shifts. About an hour into our work, I was engrossed in arranging chips in one of the aisles when Jason suddenly approached the front, his face a picture of concern. Startled, I yanked my earbuds out of my ears and inquired about the cause of his unease. He was breathing heavily, his gaze darting around. Jason hesitated before asking me if I had seen anyone else in the store. I replied with a negative and probed for more details. He recounted how he thought he had glimpsed a shadowy figure passing through his aisle a minute ago, yet when he ventured to investigate, he found nothing but empty space. Sensing Jason's palpable nervousness, I began to wonder if he had genuinely spotted something unusual. We continued our tasks, albeit with a tad more alertness. However, the following 3 hours passed without incident, and our concerns gradually faded. Working in different sections of the store, Jason and I rarely crossed paths. It was business as usual. Then, around 2 a.m., having completed all the tasks he had assigned me for the night, I went to inquire about what to tackle next. I roamed from aisle to aisle, but he was nowhere to be found. In my quest to locate Jason, I scoured the back warehouse and the office, but there was no trace of him. Perhaps he was taking an extended break or had retreated to the restroom. To occupy my time for the next 15 minutes, I focused on additional chores, all the while planning to search for him once again. Alarmed by his prolonged absence, I embarked on another search, meticulously examining every corner of the store. Yet, I could find no sign of him. All that remained was his cart, the same one I had seen him using when we began our shift. It appeared as though he had started stocking boxes, but left many unfinished. A growing sense of unease gripped me, and I ventured out of the store, scanning the parking lot for any indication of his presence. I located his car, positioned near mine, but it was eerily vacant. I even inspected the building's perimeter, half expecting to spot him taking a smoke break. It had been nearly 4 hours since our last encounter, and anxiety knotted in my stomach, prompting me to summon the police. The authorities were compelled to contact the store's director to obtain access to the CCTV cameras. They meticulously reviewed the night's footage, piecing together the unfolding events. I detailed the moment Jason had approached me to express his concerns about an intruder, and from there, they retraced the occurrences. What they unearthed was chilling. About half an hour after Jason had confided in me, the CCTV footage revealed an unfamiliar man stealthily navigating the store. He was cautious, moving silently and evading any detection. It appeared that Jason's claims were valid. An intruder was indeed present. Continuing to scrutinize the footage, we watched as this unidentified man, 30 minutes after his conversation with Jason, ambushed my manager, pressing a menacing weapon against him. The ordeal was distressing to watch, and the realization that I had been merely a few aisles away, oblivious to their dire situation, made my stomach churn. The intruder coerced Jason to move cautiously, likely under the threat of violence. Eventually, they exited the store's rear, where Jason was compelled into a vehicle, and the pair sped away. According to the police, it seemed evident that the two had some prior acquaintance, and this appeared to be a personal attack. Regrettably, the perpetrator remained unidentified, and as of now, Jason has yet to be located. Despite the police's belief that it was a personal vendetta, I opted not to take any chances, leaving that job a few weeks later. However, the harrowing events of that night continue to haunt me. and the mystery surrounding Jason's fate remains unresolved.